Hello, I'm Minister Carlton James Jackson. Coming back to you again. Last week we was stopped down at the first book of Moses, called Genesis. I thought we stopped on verse 11. I mean verse 6, but it was actually verse 11 that we stopped on, chapter 1 of first book of Genesis. And we're going to start there right now. And it goes, and God said, let the earth bring forth grass and hobbies, yielding seeds, and the fruit trees, yielding fruit after his kind, and the seeds in itself up on the earth, and it was so. So in other words, what God did, he took the plants that he made them so that they had seeds inside of them. In verse 12 it says, and the earth brought forth grass and herbage, yielding seeds after his kind, and the trees yielding fruit with seeds was in it after his kind. And God saw that it was good. So see, like I just explained to you, the seeds that was in the plants were made in there. God made them, put them in there. After the same kind of, so everything basically that what we have on earth here, God has in heaven. Or the domination of the place where he came from. And then it says, in the evening, and the day, in the evening and the morning was the third day. Now see, God did this on the third day. And it says, and God said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens, and divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. So in other words, he said, I'm going to put these up there, the stars, the sun, and the moon, for seasons, for years, and for days. And then he says, verse 15, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light unto earth. And it was so. So to give us light, so that we can see during the day and at night. And then number 16 says, and God made and God made two great lights, the greatest light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And he made the stars too. So God made the sun. And we all know the sun is the greatest light. He sits over there, he's shining big and bright, and God just said, yo, you go over there. He just tossed him in the air probably. And the sun went over there and sat down and been sitting there. His son told the moon, go over there too. Sit in front of him somehow, or on the side of him somewhere. Sit in front of him somehow. Ain't that what the moon is? The sun is in front of the moon. And then he just took it and said, yo, I'm going to make these things here and call stars. And he probably took a whole handful of them and just threw them up in the heavens. And they sit up there gleaming like flashlights in the dark, And then it says, and God set them in form of the heavens, and gave light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. So He threw that up there to divide the light from the day, from the night, you know, and gave us sunlight for the daytime and gave us the moon and the stars for the night, you know. Then it says, verse 19, and the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Now see, God did that on the fourth day when he did all of that. Now, verse 20 says this, and God said, let the waters bring forth the movement and creatures that haste life and flow that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of the heavens. You know, the flow is the birds that fly up there in the heavens. And then number 11 says, and God created great whales and every living creature that moveth with water, brought forth after their kind, and every ring flow after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And I'm going to stop right there so that some people can catch up. And we're going to go over some things from last week. How when we first started out reading in the first chapter, verse 1, where it talks about how God started to create the heavens and the earth, and everything was good and everything. You see, because it says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And after he created the heavens and the earth, you know, then he brought forth the deep. Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, you know. Then he moved upon the face of the waters and after, what did he do after that? He divided the waters amongst each other and divided them again to make more water. Then what God do after that? Then after that, God took and brought all the waters together, brought them all together to let them basically settle down, and went down in the depth of the waters down to the ocean floor. Pulled up the ocean floor to make land. And then what he do after that? He let it dry out after that to make land, to make dry land, as the good book says, to make dry land. So then he gathered all the waters together, you know. Then after that, he brought forth the grass. You see what I'm saying? He brought forth all. He ain't made no animals yet, but he bringing forth vegetation, fruit. You understand what I'm saying? Plants, grass. We ain't nowhere near the livestock yet. He ain't made them yet. We'll get around that to probably next week or the week after that. But he done made the trees and all the other, how would you say, green elements of time. Trees, grass, flowers, fruit trees, you know, all that. But we're going to save something for next week. And that's when he made stars, he made the stars, he made the sun, he made all that. He made it all. But we're going to save some for next week. But I would like to say that, please leave some comments Don't matter. They're good, bad, or in between. Leave your comments down at the bottom of the page where it says comment, where they got the hand that goes up and down. Please leave some comments. That'll help me out and let me know how I'm doing and how things are going abroad. If you like my ministry, or if you don't, or if you like what I'm doing, or if you don't like what I'm doing, but please leave some comments. And if you wanted to talk to me or talk to me one-on-one, you can reach me at, I'll give you my email address. My email address is carltonjackson272@gmail.com. If you got any questions that you would like to ask about the good book, if I don't know the answers, I'll ask other ministers, I'll ask other priests. I know preachers, ministers, all kinds of men and ladies of God. If I don't know the answer, I surely will get it for you. But please leave your comments like I asked. And like I said last week, to all those that are out there that are struggling in the world, I know, because I used to be out there back in the day. Keep your head up. God is watching you. Keep your head up and stay strong. Because God says this to you. Through it all, I learned to trust in Jesus, and I learned to trust in God, because you don't never know. You might be another Paul. You could be another John the Baptist. But you don't know, because you don't know your future. But you could be. Look what God did with all his 12 disciples. Look what he did. Because through it all, through it all, I learned to depend upon his word. And my family out there that's following me, and my blood family, and my spiritual family that's out there, y'all all be safe and keep the devil off your clothes. The devil ain't got to get in you. He could just ride your shoulder like that fly. Like during the summertime when you look over there and you ain't even know you had a fly on your shoulders. That's how the devil is. The devil like that. But watch out for him. Because the devil get in your car with you and you riding down the road. All of a sudden the fool next to you, knucklehead next to you, try to hit you. You got a dip. The devil. You better watch out for him. Because the devil will try to get you. He'll come at you all kinds of different ways. All of a sudden you riding down the road, car been riding fine for months, years, you just got it out of the shop. Then all of a sudden breakdown. Then all of a sudden you drifting over to the side of the road. Then you get over to the side of the road, car started up. That's the devil. That's the devil. You better watch out for him. But like I said, y'all be blessed. And I'll see you next week. But remember, read that Bible. And that was, we started off at Genesis this week. Last week we started off in the beginning of Genesis, the first chapter, to the 11th verse. To the 10th verse last week. And this week we started off from the 11th verse of Genesis, and we stopped at verse 21. And next week we're gonna pick it up from 22 and right down to the 2nd chapter of Genesis. And may the Lord bless you and everybody be safe. And if the Lord will it, I'll be on here next week. Be safe, my family. Be safe.